All right, you guys ready for some more race car footage? Well, too bad. That's not happening today. Unfortunately, we don't get to work on that. Today, we're working on that. God damn it. So, let's see. It's 2024. This vehicle's from 2002. It's 22 years old. I've got somewhere back here, there's a water leak. And I also had a leak up at the top of the windshield somewhere in this area, because when it would rain heavy or when we would go through a car wash, I would get a bead of water that would just stream down the inside of the windshield. So as a temporary fix, I put some special windshield silicone adhesive or sealant up here to try to fix that. And all that did was push the water so it was dripping down here. So it's coming through here somewhere. So I'm taking down the whole headliner, find out where these goddamn leaks are and fix them. And in the process, good Lord, yeah, check that out. She's rough up here. This needs to be addressed as well. That's a new one. So I am probably going to remove the rails and get rid of them altogether and weld up any holes and be done with it, because this sucks. So yeah, this is our step one into removing the headliner. I've got a few of the back rear trim pieces out already, and lights, and we've got these lovely things go up in here like this, and you can't ever get these out without almost destroying them. I'm trying my best not to destroy the headliner as I go about that. Seat belt attachment points, those require if you haven't worked on one of these before, Ford was using these lovely Torx, not just regular Torx, but Torx Plus. So if you look at these guys, they are just a little different in that instead of a star, they have squared ends on the tips. Okay, so a little kit like this, I think cost me, I think it was like 30 or 35 bucks. And it's had every size I've needed so far to work on this. Mostly it's been the seatbelt attachment bolts. I think I ran across a couple other ones somewhere else, but if you got one of these and you're working on it, definitely a worthwhile investment. Pick that up off Amazon, pretty cheap, and it's held up well. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going and keep popping these things out, and then that's gonna be fun up there. And I'll probably figure out a way to just get rid of the DVD player as well, because I don't even know if that works. Never used it, never cared for it, so get rid of that thing also. So there might be a few holes in the headliner for a short time, but I'll keep going on this and show you guys how things work out. All right, just something I thought that was of note when taking out the ceiling mounted mess here. There is 6 screws, okay? So if you open up the screen, there's 4 right here, and then there's 1 on either side of the assembly, okay? Then it'll drop down and scare the crap out of you, but it's gonna catch on these 2 guys right here. So up inside here, those deals catch on these, they're like little hooks, okay? And it'll just hang on those. So I thought I had to squeeze these somehow to get them out. Thankfully I didn't break anything, not that it matters. But actually you just lift it up and slide it back a bit and it drops right out. So super easy to get out of there. But this is what's all up inside that assembly. And this thing is actually, well, especially this guy right here, a bunch of weight right there. There's gotta be, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds here. So, yeah. I'm really thinking I might just leave this entire thing off, because even the rear HVAC controls, I always just control everything from up front. No reason for the kids to have control, right? So I may just leave that entire assembly off for the time being until I figure out something else I'd rather just have a regular console up on the top there without the DVD player and all that mess, but we'll see. All right, we're getting there. So let me show you here what was up with the front console. Okay, so same kind of deal back here with these like hooks, and they go through this little deal here. There's only one screw, okay, for this configuration. It's under here, under the sunglasses holder. Oh, look, my wife's sunglasses. Just the one screw, and then it basically just pulled down. You actually will want to pop it out you got to pull down fairly hard. Pull it down here, and then it'll just slide off there. I thought I had to pry these back. Good thing there's some flex in them because I would have broken them otherwise. But yeah, the proper way is get that screw out, pull it down, and then just pop it out of these two tabs, and then it'll drop right out. And then you got to obviously get all your harnesses disconnected, and then that's out of there. And now it looks like I'm almost at the point here where I'm ready to drop the whole headliner. A few more door trim pieces, and probably the A-pillar, and then that should be it. And then we're gonna drop this mofacky down. Let me show you this here too. So these guys, all right, this will be interesting with one hand. Basically what I did is I took this guy, okay, up under here, like so. Stay there, okay. And then I took this guy under the other side, and I pried or pulled them both down, and that will either pop them out or get them low enough so that I could then get under there with my my bent nose pliers and just pull them straight out. So that worked pretty good for me. It doesn't tear things up very bad at all. And yeah, it looks like I got a broken screw there. That is why this thing was flopping around. So I'm gonna have to go to the junkyard and find a new sun visor. Gotta love 22-year-old vehicles. All right, everybody, there it is. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. We got some bubbling going on there, rust underneath the paint. Obviously, you can see the orange there. So that's where the water's been getting in. And I'm guessing, just guessing, I can just see a little trail over here. So water has probably been coming down there in the corner, following down the edge of the windshield, and then somewhere up in here, draining down. Oh yep, I can see some rust down there in that joint. So water's gotten down in there. Now it looks pretty recent, actually. That doesn't look severe. And then it's just following down because it was dripping off of the pedal here. Yeah, awesome. So temporary fix is going to be to go back up top outside and reseal that again. Then I'll come back in here with a little extra sealant just for good measure. I'm guessing I either didn't go heavy enough or I didn't come over far enough because I stopped like right here. Because I thought when it was leaking, it would leak like over in this area. But obviously seeing inside, this is basically right where it's coming through. So onto that project. But here's a good visual of what your X looks like underneath that headliner. And I don't know if those cross braces, got a couple in the back. I don't know if they're supposed to be that way, but there's space there. And there's like a rubber or some sort of, that doesn't seem right to me. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. But it looks like they're all that way, so that must be normal. That seems weird. I would think they would want those attached to the roof. Oh, last thing of note when taking this down, that is your HVAC connection. So if you look, there's this piece here that's like glued on, okay? And this is all of your plumbing for your HVAC, for your vents, okay? And it's all connected through that guy right there. And that attaches right here, up in that orifice. So you basically just got to pull it off there. The foam around the end there is what makes the quote-unquote seal. So nothing special, just got to pull it off there. So you want to get the far side kind of drop down, and then you can push it all over that way to get it released. But otherwise, all that stuff is just different brackets. I would assume that if your vehicle didn't have the DVD player, you would not have this style of bracket up here. It'd be just one that runs front to back. And this is just, it's just plastic. So what else? I don't know. I think that's really it, guys. So I haven't looked to see where it might be leaking out back. I mean, I took a quick peek, but I'm gonna have to dig around a little more and see if there's something up inside here somewhere, or if it's just, I don't think it was the seal up here because it was leaking like kind of up in the corner here somewhere. So that doesn't make sense that it would travel in and up and then leak down. Okay, I think I found the culprit. I found a spot inside where there was some little surface rust, and I'm thinking it's getting in here and or these cracks in whatever type of focus, damn you, whatever sort of sealant this is here. So there's a big swath of it that runs up to here. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that either. But anyway, that there is my suspected spot. Because when we come in here, if we look carefully, right up in there, you can see a little bit of rust. And right here, you can see where there's been water kind of dripping, not dripping, but trailing down and just kind of sitting there and then dripping onto the headliner. Let's see, yeah, that would be kind of this area right here. So yeah, that's my suspected area right now. So we're gonna stop this video here, and I'll do another video of what I do to attempt to fix this. And yeah, that's gonna be a much bigger project. So stay tuned for that, everybody.